Look, I'm going to be straight with you. If you watch this entire video and still miss these red flags, you're setting yourself up for heartache. Guaranteed. And honestly, if you're not ready to face the hard truths, you might as well click away now, because this isn't some feel-good fairy tale advice. This is real talk for real men who want to protect their peace, their time, and their heart. So before you scroll, ask yourself, are you ready to spot the women who'll build you up and those who'll tear you down? If the answer is yes, let's get into it. Oh, and by the way, I've got something very special for you. Sigma's Black Book of Untouchable Power. It's an e-book that contains the forbidden secret knowledge that will turn you into the man others fear and respect. Warning, this will be deleted soon. The elite don't want you to see this. Grab it in the description section or pinned comment below. 1. She's always the victim, even when she's the villain. You ask her what went wrong in her last relationship, and her answer is a 45-minute TED Talk about how every guy she's dated was a narcissist, a liar, or just couldn't handle her strength. Sound familiar? This is one of the biggest red flags you should never ignore, the chronic victim complex. Now don't get it twisted, everyone goes through pain, and sometimes, yes, people get mistreated, but when every situation paints her as an angel and everyone else as the devil, you're not getting the truth, you're getting a script. Here's the real issue. Someone who never takes responsibility is someone who will never be accountable when things go wrong with you. You'll argue, and it'll be your fault. She'll disrespect you, and somehow you provoked it. She'll play games, and then accuse you of being insecure. This type of woman uses her past as a shield and a sword to justify her behavior and deflect any criticism. She's not interested in growth. She's interested in control without consequence. Men who ignore this red flag end up emotionally exhausted, constantly walking on eggshells and questioning their own reality. So here's your filter. If her entire story makes her look like a saint while everyone else is to blame, run. Don't date her. Don't try to fix her. Don't play therapist. Just run. 2. Her mood controls the room. You walk into the room and instantly you know something's off. She's cold, distant, short-tempered. But instead of telling you what's wrong, she makes you guess. And when you finally ask, she hits you with, "You should know." This is emotional manipulation disguised as communication. And it's a toxic game you'll never win. Women like this don't regulate their emotions. They weaponize them. If she's mad, you pay. If she's stressed, you feel the tension. If she's upset about something unrelated to you, you still carry the weight. And here's the kicker. She trains you to tiptoe. Before long, your mood starts revolving around hers. You stop speaking up just to avoid triggering her. You become the emotional punching bag, all while being told you're too sensitive. That's not a relationship. That's a psychological cage. A healthy woman will own her emotions. She won't make you responsible for her bad day. She'll communicate, not manipulate. She'll talk with you, not punish you in silence. So if you find yourself constantly anxious, unsure, or trying to fix her vibe, that's not love. It's emotional conditioning. Don't fall for the storm. Real love brings peace, not chaos. 3. She hates accountability, but loves control. She tells you how to dress, what to say, who you can follow, and what you're allowed to do. But the second you mention anything about her behavior, it's World War III. This red flag is simple. She wants full control with zero accountability. At first, it might seem like she just has high standards or knows what she wants. But dig deeper, and you'll realize she doesn't want a partner. She wants a puppet. The moment you set a boundary, suddenly you're controlling. The second you ask for consistency, you're needy. And if you dare to disagree, you're toxic. This is a woman who can't take feedback, but insists on giving it, who monitors your behavior while justifying her own under the banner of independence. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, on balance, not on one person calling the shots and the other constantly proving they're worthy. If you let her lead the relationship with unchecked control, you'll slowly lose your identity. You'll become more agreeable, more quiet, more passive, until you wake up one day and don't recognize yourself anymore. You want a woman who leads with you, not over you. Remember, if she can't be held accountable, she's not ready for a real relationship. 4. She talks bad about every other woman. She's fake. She's such a pick-me. She's probably sleeping around. She's just jealous of me. Pay attention to how a woman talks about other women, because if she's constantly putting them down, calling them names and painting herself as not like the other girls, what you're really seeing is internalized bitterness dressed up as confidence, and it's dangerous. Women like this might seem charming at first. It feels like you're in on the joke, like you're being shown a side of her that no one else gets. But soon you realize no one is safe from her mouth, and eventually you won't be either. This is a woman who doesn't build herself up. She tears others down. She's competitive in the ugliest way, insecure but loud. And no, it's not sassy, it's toxic. Ask yourself, if she talks this way about her friends, co-workers, or even random women she doesn't know, what do you think she'll say about you once things go south? Character is consistent, and gossip is the resume of a bitter soul. A confident woman celebrates other women. A weak one tears them down for sport. If her entire personality is based on proving she's better than other women, don't be flattered. Be warned. 5. She constantly tests you instead of trusting you. You say you're going out with your boys. Suddenly, she gets cold. You don't text back fast enough. She posts a thirst trap on her story. You express an opinion she doesn't like. Now she's rethinking everything. This isn't love, it's chess. And here's the truth. If a woman is constantly testing you, she doesn't trust you, and probably doesn't even trust herself. The idea of testing a man to see if he's worthy might sound clever on TikTok, but in real life, it creates instability, resentment, and paranoia. Women like this will withhold affection to see how much you'll chase, start fights just to watch you apologize, flirt with others just to make you jealous. It's emotional warfare, and it's not playful. It's manipulation in disguise. A mature woman knows you earn trust with time and consistency, not games. But someone who constantly tests you doesn't want connection. She wants control. If you find yourself constantly proving your loyalty, masculinity, or love, step back. Because if she doesn't believe you're enough from the start, no performance will change her mind. You're not in a relationship, you're in a loyalty obstacle course, and the only prize, a lifetime of walking on eggshells. 6. She uses intimacy as a weapon. In a healthy relationship, intimacy is connection. It's shared, it's chosen. But with a toxic woman, it becomes currency, and you better be ready to pay. She'll withhold it when she's mad. Use it to reward you when you're behaving, or offer it only when she wants something. This is not sensual, it's strategic, and it's a massive red flag. When intimacy becomes a tool for control, your emotional safety dies. Because now, love becomes a transaction. You'll start doing things not because they feel right, but because you're scared of losing access to her affection. You'll second-guess your boundaries, your tone, even your opinions, just to avoid being punished. Here's the dark truth. Some women use their body like a bargaining chip, not an expression of love, but of leverage. Real love doesn't manipulate. Real desire doesn't require submission. A woman who respects you wants to connect with you, not control you through attraction. So if she turns intimacy into a scoreboard, it's not just toxic, it's abuse in disguise. 7. She's never alone, and that's not a good thing. Look at her social calendar. It's packed, always at brunch, always out at parties, always surrounded by besties she just met last week. You'll never catch her in silence. And that's the problem. Some people need company not because they love connection, but because they fear reflection. This woman surrounds herself with noise so she never has to hear her own thoughts. She jumps from friend group to friend group, relationship to situationship, because being alone makes her uncomfortable. And here's why this matters. If she doesn't know who she is when she's alone, she'll lose herself in whoever she's with. She'll shapeshift for approval. She'll copy personalities. She'll mirror what she thinks you want until the mask slips and you realize you were never dating her, just a placeholder version of someone real. A woman who's never done the inner work can't offer depth. And a relationship without depth? That's just distraction dressed up as connection. So here's a test. Ask her what she's learned about herself, without naming other people. Ask her what she's building when she's alone. If she can't answer without referencing the crowd, she's not ready to love. She's just looking for an escape. 8. She thinks her beauty is enough. Yes, she's stunning. She knows it. You know it. Everyone in the room knows it. But beyond that, she brings nothing to the table but her face. And the truth is, you can't build a future with cheekbones. A woman who believes her looks are her only value will always look for someone who treats her like a prize, not someone who treats her like a person. And that kind of dynamic is doomed from the start. She expects luxury without loyalty, attention without effort, commitment from you, but freedom for herself. And she'll expect you to feel lucky just to be in her presence, even if she doesn't bring peace, support, or substance into your life. Let's be clear, beauty is a gift, but when it's all someone brings, it's not a gift, it's a trap. Because the moment she feels you're not worshipping her enough, she's gone. On to the next admirer. Another spotlight, another ego boost. A woman who leads with looks ages out of her power fast. A woman who leads with wisdom, peace, and purpose, timeless. So don't settle for a pretty surface with a hollow core. The right one, she'll still be beautiful, but she'll also bring value. All right, now that you know the 8 red flags you absolutely can't ignore, it's time to get honest with yourself. Because knowing is one thing, acting on it is another. Don't settle for anyone who doesn't bring the respect, stability, and authenticity you deserve. If this video hit home, drop a comment below with the word real. Let me know you're serious about raising your standards and protecting your energy. And hey, if you want more no BS insights about life, relationships, and becoming the highest value man you can be, hit that subscribe button and join the brotherhood. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Remember, your time and heart are your most valuable assets. Don't waste them on anyone who's not worthy. Stay sharp, stay real,